Nick Walker announces entry for 2025 Pittsburgh Pro, says Hadi Choopan is his biggest challenge at Mr. Olympia. Walker discussed the current state of the men's open division and revealed plans to compete at the 2025 Pittsburgh Pro. Bodybuilder Nick Walker is making moves in silence, determined to achieve glory atop the Mr. Olympia stage. In a recent Mutant and the Mouth podcast shared on December 22, 2024, he discussed his plans to enter the 2025 Pittsburgh Pro and revealed why he believes Samson Dauda left the door a little open at the latest Mr. Olympia contest. He also named Hadi Choopan as his greatest challenge. After pulling out of the Mr. Olympia 2 years in a row, Nick Walker is seeking redemption. Aside from the withdrawals, he's also been dealt other obstacles, like splitting up with his longtime coach Matt Jansen. While he's kept his contest plans under wraps for months, fans can start circling their calendars as the mutant prepares for his comeback. If Walker manages to secure his 2025 Mr. Olympia qualification, he'll face off against a few Tamilar faces. In addition to the reigning titleholder Samson Dauda, Walker will have to get through former Olympiast Derek Lunsford and Hadi Choopan. With time before his next bodybuilding contest, he sat down with Guy Cisternino to reveal his plans. Nick Walker, heading to 2025 Pittsburgh Pro, explains why Hadi Choopan is his greatest threat on the Mr. Olympia stage. During the YouTube video, a 286-pound Nick Walker announced his plan to compete at the 2025 Pittsburgh Pro show, which will feature the open class for the first time in history. He is still unsure if he'll follow the performance up with an appearance at the New York Pro. "I'm 296 pounds. The heaviest I ever was in the morning was 302, said Walker. "I plan on doing Pittsburgh. That's up in the air, New York Pro. I'm not going to say no to it. I'm not going to say yes to it and get everyone's hopes and dreams held high here." Classic, because he didn't believe his physique would be ready in time. "The reason why I didn't do the mold because everyone keeps calling me a pussy. I didn't feel I was going to be ready for it, to be honest. And I honestly didn't think me, Kyle or any of us knew my size was going to come back as fast as it did and then some. I feel like I'm bigger than what I have been. Honestly, I'm known to bring that wow factor." Known for his freak factor and shock value, Walker wants his highly anticipated return to drop jaws. "I felt the Arnold would have been too soon, and even if I felt like I was going to bring a really good look, I don't think it would have been the look I wanted. I feel like it would have been a look where people would have been like, okay, Nick's back, that's cool. No. I want people to be like, biggest threat among the top 3 at the 2024 Mr. Olympia, he would pick Hadi Choopan. If they all come in correct, it will be all of them. If I had to narrow it down, I've always said Hadi. I've always said Hadi," he shared. "It's his age starting to show, in my opinion, in Hadi's backside. I think so, his conditioning will be affected by age. I think Derek is beatable." He adds that Dauda and Lunsford are beatable, but stands by his choice of Choopan being the mass challenging. "I've beaten Samson, Samson has beaten me. So I think he's beatable. I haven't beaten Derek or Hadi, but I firmly believe I can beat Derek, and I also think I can beat Hadi, but I think Hadi would be my ultimate biggest challenge when it comes down to it." Walker believes Dauda left the door a little open at the 2024 Mr. Olympia. "I could say Samson if he ever came in completely bone dry. I almost think that could be a very unbeatable type of look, we just haven't seen it yet. That's why I said, he deservingly won the Olympia, and I said that a million times, but he still left the door a little open there. I don't think Derek has fully nailed it, in my opinion. I think when he won, obviously, he's progressed year to year. It's not his best. He could have been better. I think we have seen Hadi at his best. With age, I don't know if he's going to be able to get better or stay the same or start to get a little worse." He shared. As for who could hold the Mr. Olympia title the longest, he named Derek Lunsford. He also hasn't given up hope that he could win a couple of Sando trophies before all is said and done. And then there's me, the only downfall that I have, which I think I'm working on, a couple downfalls, my quad sweep, and obviously my waist will always be a structural flaw for me. If I always nail it, I think I can win a couple titles for sure, but Derek has also got amazing shape. If I had to pick one, dude, if he nailed it, and stayed consistent year to year, I'd probably pick Derek. The hype and anticipation surrounding Walker's return to the stage is climbing. Don't miss his next bodybuilding show at the 2025 Pittsburgh Pro, slated to take place May 10th to 11th in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.